Hey Golf Gang, and welcome to another Path of Exile video. I know I'm kicking a lot of videos out this past week, and there'll be 2, maybe 3 today as well. We had the Oni-Goroshi one earlier today, showing that it actually dropped, and so this one is how I farmed and how to farm an Oni-Goroshi. I don't suggest doing this at league start unless you're not concerned about the softcore trade or hardcore trade market, because it can take a long while. As you saw in the previous video, which is linked at the end of this one, I actually have got it. This one managed to do it done, but yeah, I've done it on Marauder because this started in the Marauder only private league at 3.19. However, of all the options, Marauder's probably the better one to do it, simply because the amount of damage Hillock puts out when he is holding the Onigiroshi, and Marauder has access to all of that life and armor. So, what is Onigiroshi, if you don't know? Onigiroshi is a 6-socket, 6-linked, one-handed sword, but it does use both hand slots. This is on the new PoEWiki.net. That is endorsed by GGG and ran by a few people, volunteers more or less, that do it. So this is the Onigiroshi. This is what it all does here and how to farm it. There are 2. You can get it from Uber Hillock, or by turning in the Rebirth divination cards, which you can obviously buy through trade or farm yourself. So how to do it? Well, effectively what you need to do is you create 5 level 1 characters. It's better to do it with 5. I tried it with 4, but once you get some items from normal Hillock and you get move speed boots, you kill him so quickly that you end up, the zone isn't reset. So what you ideally want to do is you want to name them in a particular way. I used letters or numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's probably better just do A, B, C, and just log in. And what you end up doing is, to begin with at level 1, obviously you'd kill all the monsters, you get your gems on each one of the 5, and you run all the way through. You pick up your support gem. I'm on the wrong filter. Let's just change that. There we go. And there's a support gem you get from there. You'd kill all the zombies, mummies, whatever you want to call them, drowned. You kill all these. But as this character is level 7, we're full of gear. The XP is irrelevant. And then you run to Hillock like you normally would on League Start or New Character. There he is. As you can see, he does not have the sword. If he's got Onigiroshi, that sword is glowing, and as soon as he pulls it out, he becomes very shiny. He drops all the gear. Now on your first character, or on these characters, you want to pick all of this up. Just pick everything he drops up, put it in your stash, in your inventory. As you multiple kill Hillock, you'll be able to have other items. These items are all dropped from Hillock, or the chests, or the drowned. So I've got a good selection of flasks. Some are magic. I've got items here to turn in for chromes. I've got some movement speed boots there. I've got more movement speed boots here. Another chrome, some iron rings, and all this gear here, plus gear in the weapon swaps. So what we do, he obviously hasn't dropped the Onigiroshi, so you log out and you go down to the next one. Now we're just going to skip number 3. We'll just go down to hit one. You go into Twilight Strand, it resets the zone, and off you go again. Again, if you've got your level 1 characters or level 2 characters, you just kill everything you come across, pick up the gems, because you have no idea when he's going to have the Onigiroshi. And until you get the Onigiroshi, your character cannot enter town. Once it's entered town, you can't go back and kill Hillock. So you need to literally farm Twilight Strand by logging on, running to Hillock, kill Hillock, collect the loot, and log off. It doesn't matter whether he pulls the sword out or not. If he doesn't pull the sword out, it doesn't matter. If he's got Oni-Goroshi, is a difference. You cannot one-shot him. He has too much life. So again, you'd pick up all the loot, and then you make decisions of what you want to keep along the way. So most of these are rares. Some I've used and I've got better. On Marauder, you have Heavy Strike matched by Ruthless Support. And the idea is you want to get upwards of 90 DPS plus. It is possible by having decent iron rings. I don't have any decent ones on here. Oh, let's see what this one is. There you go. Cold damage to attack, so that would be better than this one. Pop that on there. We did have 80, we're now at 83. Also depends on the weapon you're holding. One of my characters had a really nice weapon, got up to about 88 DPS, I think it was. So again, this character's full on gear, so we wouldn't have anything. We log off. You get the idea, and then you log on to the effectively the first character. So again, you're running through to Hillock. You can continue to kill the drowned zombies if you want to, but at this level, around about level 5, 6, 7-ish, the XP they give is minimal. You're better off just running to Hillock. As soon as you get Scrolls of Wisdom, you're going to be wanting to use those sparingly, mainly on boots to try and get move speed boots. Some people prefer to do this on a Scion, because the Scion has movement speed skills near their starting area. There we go. Scroll of Wisdom. We don't have room. We drop that on the floor and pick up the Scroll of Wisdom. Now in a league start environment, you'd want to pick up, like I said, pick up everything, all the blue stuff, maybe 3 links, iron rings especially, even normal ones, because you can sell them to gems to get you resist rings. This character's on 75, so the DPS on this character is pretty low. I'm actually going to go ahead and enter town. We've got the red beak on this one. When you get your Onigiroshi, you would then enter town and start your journey. So this character is now going to enter town, and all we're going to do is just empty everything in here. We're just going to dump everything. Oh, not the currency. I want the currency out actually. So take that out. Yeah, that can go in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. Not that. They've got special tabs. I'm just going to quickly take these out. More gear. More gear. I just want a comparison to what my Oni character's got. This is why we keep the gear, because you can then sell the gear, even the gems. You can sell those with the iron rings you've collected to make ruby rings, which you will need in a fresh league start environment. And there we go, that character's done. I'm not going to talk to these people, there's no point. So I'm just going to delete this character now. There's no, I'm not. I wanted to do a slash played first. So this is why you don't want to do it on a league start, really, unless you have no interest in the trade economy. This character has been active for 2 hours and a half, so 2 hours 33:22. Right, that's that one. So we're now going to go ahead and delete this character. Bump. Take Slam 4. The reason why I've named them Tectonic Slam is because these characters were originally made in a fun private league where you could only play Marauder, and you got extra fun points in the league if you played a Chieftain. So I went on to PoE Ninja and looked for builds that had Onigiroshi that were also a Chieftain, and found one that was using Tectonic Slam, and I've done the POB, which I will show you in a minute. This character is just going to kill Hillock and see if it drops anything nice. Probably not, or nothing better than I've already got. A chrome, we want that. What are we going to drop? Probably those shoes, because we've got multiple movement speed shoes, but chromes are needed. So this character has been on for 3 hours 38:41. The reason that first character, or the character that first got deleted, was nearly an hour less, was because I had 4 characters and I thought 4 would be enough. It was until I started getting quite a bit of DPS on the character, and then we ended up going through the 4 characters without, and the zone still hadn't reset. So this is why I said 5. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I had a look around, and there's not really any up-to-date videos on advice about how to farm on Oni. I wish I could put it in straight from the stash equip rather than putting it down here, but the reason I kept all the flasks is so I can upgrade them, again assuming league start scenario. Right, so that's that one done. Delete that one. I should have gone into town when I first logged onto this big character, but that's fine. I'm getting another chance of getting a second Oni-Goroshi. Oh, that would be all. That would be something 2 in 1 day, in the space of a couple of hours of each other. Some luck. I don't know why, but I usually click on that chest. I'm not sure why. It's a waste of time. My inventory is chock full of items that are way better than a red gem. So, right, there he is. He doesn't have the Onigiroshi because the sword will be glowing. You'll see that if you haven't watched my video that I've already done today, you'll see it. Well, you can watch it in the video that's linked at the end of this one. Again, none of those items appeal to me. This character's carrying better with a DPS of 80.5. And this one has been played for 3 hours 49 and 32. So I can see each one of these characters is played for an average of 3 hours or so. Again, we're just going to very quickly dump all of this gear in here. Just clear all those out, give us more space to just drag and drop then. Empty the bags. Clickety clickety click. Take the gems out. Flasks out. Flasks out, thank you. Any ones that are just, nope. All that goes in there. I will sort this out properly later, just not in the video. There we go. That's that one done. Delete. Right. So this character's DPS is topping out at 83. Funnily enough, the one that's got the big DPS is the one that actually dropped the Oni-Goroshi, so I'm kind of glad it did. Any of these other characters would have a lot more trouble killing him. Uber Hillock is quite powerful, considering his you know, your level 5, 6, 7. I mean, you could get it earlier. Pop, dead, done. Again, not picking up any of that stuff. We've got better carrying around. You may have seen as well that some of the currency we got from Hillock was, you know, quite, and we've got orbs of regret, there's orbs of chance. This means, from my research, that we actually hit the rare Onigiroshi table. We just didn't get the Oni itself. So most of this currency is from my previous playtime. I was involved in Badger Private League and got a character to level 70, 80-ish, I think. But as I've said in previous videos, I kind of run out of currency. I didn't have the currency or the drive really, and this league, as a lot of people know, is a bit below par. So the character got abandoned, pretty much. Dump all that lot in there. Check the flask. That one can go in there. That one can stay out. That one can go in there. Alright, so the reason I kept these flasks is to turn them in for the glass blower recipe. So we've got a huge chunk of gear from all the leveling we've done, and just literally maxing out our entire inventory space and every single slot. And then we go on to the one that actually dropped it, which is Tech Slam 3. I'm just going to go to hideout. I've got the new Ravager set on. There we go. So this character, I didn't do a played on the other one. Whoops. That's lost that. This one's 4 hours because I've been hanging around. I did a video as well. So we can safely assume the other one was around a 3 hour 35-ish mark. So that's 3, 6, 10, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, about 18, 19 hours approximately of literally logging in, running along the Twilight Strand, killing Higgett, picking up gear, logging out, next one, rinse, repeat. And we finally got it, and here it is. This is the one I've got. I'm testing starter gems because I'm planning to do an Oni-Goroshi build guide on Tectonic Slam Chieftain. So I'm testing loads of different gems. So this is what you get. Onigiroshi, random quality. It's always going to be 6 linked, random coloured sockets, and the only real one that's variable is the crit chance. I got really lucky, got 3 away from perfect with 7% quality. So we can now quality it up to max thanks to all the whetstones that we kept and we farmed. So we now pop that up there. So yeah, this is the character with the gear that it had on them. I'm now going to go through and check all this gear to get the best of the gear, and everything else will just going to get vended. So that's how to farm an Oni-Goroshi. Again, if you're bothered by the trade economy in softcore or any sort of other achievement or goal in any league, don't do an Onigiroshi farm. It can easily take you 20 hours of farming. I would suggest, if you really want one and don't want to buy it or farm the div cards, you want to actually grind it yourself, to do it maybe in month 2 after you've got through month 1, or specifically from a trade league point of view, so you can make all your currency and do other things. On average, these go for, at the moment, 1 to 2 divines. So they're not great. You could buy one from trade, softcore trade, or like I said, you can just farm the div cards, but it's a 27 div card full set, so yeah, you probably end up having to buy those as well. That's how to farm it. I know I've rambled on a bit, but there we go. That's how you farm an Onigiroshi 3.19. I doubt it will change, but yeah, good luck on your farm. Stay safe in Rogue Harbour.